Tottenham fans, Spurs fans, Coys, come on you Spurs, White Hart Lane, Bill Nicholson Gates. Mate, what news is there today? No news is good news. Remember, we've got the whole of August to wait. The whole of July to wait. Transfer window don't finish till August, bruv. You know, we're just coming into the start of July. We've got the FFP to worry about. So, this is the reason why transfers take so long at Tottenham. Because we've got to stay within the FFP rules, sustainability. So we've got to offload players before making big signings. So you'll probably see players offloaded before you'll see the signings coming in. Probably. At the same time as that, we've got to get rid of the deadwood. Get even more of a wage bill going. Get even more of a block of financial cash to to pay these wages for these players. And at the same time as that, it's overinflated prices in July for transfers, right? That means we could lose out on who we want. And at the same time as that, we've got a new manager who's got to go into the club and he's got to do pre-season and he's got to see who he wants, who he don't want, who he thinks that will fit the bill and everything like that. Now, Thomas Frank hasn't given Daniel Levy the outline of what he wants at the minute. This is all the truth, right, of the player squad that he's looking to build. So if you take all that into accountability, we probably won't sign anyone for another week, 2 weeks. I'm betting my bottom dollar on not signing anyone until 16 days' time. Probably. If we get anybody in before that, I'll be really surprised. In the meantime, I think we're going to get rid of players in the next 2 weeks. You know, see if we can get people to buy off us at an inflated price. If you take all that and put it in a bowl, what have you got? You got Daniel Levy also likes to take his time. He likes to be shrewd. He likes to buy people late on in the windows. You know? And that's the blatant truth. I'm not going to give you no transfer rumours. I'm just going to give you why it's taking so long for Spurs to sign players. In my humble, stupid opinion. How are we though, my you'd army? I did make a video the other day saying I was sorry to a lot of just in general, just sorry. But you know what? I got so many emails and comments that keep saying, no, you do you. Was I having a mad moment? Apologise. No, I wasn't having a mad moment apologising. I just wanted to apologise to them all because, do you know what? At the end of the day, they're all human beings. They all deserve. Hello, can you go, Johnny? They all deserve a little bit of respect. But as someone pointed out to me the other day, some of them have been so underhanded and said such god-awful things about people that sometimes you just can't forgive and forget. I'm not asking anyone to forgive and forget. I'm just asking everyone to show support for the Spurs on YouTube. Because the more we show support and be nice to everyone, then perhaps it might filter back and they'll be nice to other content creators. Like at the minute, I'm starting to see smaller content creators get platformed on these channels, which is absolutely lovely. Even if it does make me choke. But at the same time, I am seeing a lot of people taking advantage. To sneeze there, bit of hay fever I think this morning. Taking advantage of people. I think in the realm of YouTube, when you see these people sitting there, doing 3-hour streams, 4-hour streams, continuous 2.5-hour streams, 4 times a day, 3 times a day, they're taking advantage of people, what people don't realise is that the more aggressive AdSense they put in, the more money they make. And they make money off the super chats anyway, don't they? And the memberships, whatever they're selling. But some people are being god-awful and taking not just small amounts of cash off people, they're taking large amounts of cash off people in super chats. I watched one the other night. I don't think it's right taking that much money off of someone just to have your little banner on screen for 3.5 minutes. You know what I mean? I think you've got the right, as you've subscribed to someone and you're in the chat and you're viewing, I think that should be enough sometimes. I don't mind people giving people cups of coffee money and stuff like that, but when you see exorbitant amounts of cash that for low-income families and stuff, you look at it and you think, cool, mate, that's 2 days' food money for my family. You know, someone's had to go to work to earn half of that money. You know, remember, some of these people live in the affluent side of society, and some of them don't. Some of them are working class. And when you see a working class person who you know is working class paying 20 quid, you know, 40 quid, 15 quid for a super chat, you sort of start wondering, like, is this what it's all about? It's like one of these people who stand there on what they do on Speaker's Corner when they stand on the fucking soapbox preaching and people put cash in their pocket. You know what I mean? And you think to yourself, mate, I'm only standing there talking bollocks. And most of them do talk bollocks because in the transfer window, no one knows nothing except for Daniel Levy, Thomas Frank, probably that filth geezer from Arsenal about transfers, and the team who they're talking to. So in that respect, it's all just rumours and gossip. A lot of the rumours and gossip are misleading. So they're talking about misleading stuff, taking money. That amounts to fraud, doesn't it? So you can see why people do have less respect for some of these content creators. So when I said sorry to everyone, I really did mean it, right? But the more you delve in to YouTube and the way creators do things, especially, we're all supposed to be Spurs fans, brothers and sisters. You'd army, yeah? You'd army. We're all supposed to be strong together. I don't mind people taking super chats if they've got a worthwhile thing, but when they're continually doing it, you know, and you can just see they're not even taking a day break. They're just continually banging on these analytics. They're continually, mate, get a day job, get a bit of a day job to subsidise your fucking income. You know, get out there in the world, get a bit of a fresh insight for the viewers, instead of just sitting in this room continually on Talk Sports, Sky Sports, reading about football, reading about this. There's nothing to read about. Take a break. Talk about... And it's nice, isn't it, when you watch people who's actually going out there, doing their day job, talking to all different people, because humans are social, getting different points of view. But what you've continually got is this points of view of the same people. Exactly the same people on exactly the same programmes again. You know, I turned on last night and there was another geezer interviewing another geezer. They was having, see, they call it a debate. Let's not call it a fucking debate, man. It's a discussion. There's no debating, because when anyone says anything, the other person jumps on it, who's got that demeaning, debating attitude. You know the one that I'm talking about, that I'm always right attitude, or yeah, but. We've all had friends like that, haven't we? Yeah, but, fuck off. Yeah, but, do one. You know what I mean? Because, do you know what? It's no good for the Spurs community. It really ain't. It's no good to watch. It's no good to sit there and think to yourself, oh, yeah, I'll go. Do you know what? I'm watching this geezer demean the other geezer. I'm absolutely loving it. You might love it, but do you know what? For viewers and Spurs fans to keep seeing it, it brings a divide. It brings a complete divide. You know what I mean? Although these people, they must get subs, likes and clicks out of it, because us human beings, we do like the sick side of nature sometimes, and you like to see a bit of drama. But come on, man, let's just fucking try and break this YouTube. Anyway, God bless, Spurs love, you know what I mean? And I probably am. Someone said to me the other day in a couple of comments, and I got an email, thank fuck, you're the only geezer who's got the bottle to say, you know what I mean? And I don't care. I really don't. We reclaim the word. So have a lovely day. Baked potato.